What's your they had no idea who I was moment? Back in high school, I was the quiet art girl. You know the type, hoodies, sketchbook, always doodling in the back of class. I wasn't unpopular, just invisible to most teachers. Except one, Mr. Calhoun, our senior year art teacher. He was the worst kind of condescending, always praising the loud, confident kids. But when I turned in a portfolio for our final project, he accused me of tracing. You don't just develop this kind of skill overnight, he said, flipping through my work like it was a joke. If you're going to fake it, at least be subtle. I tried to explain that I'd been drawing since I was 5, that I spent summers at art camps and studied technique obsessively on my own. He just smirked and gave me a D. That D cost me a scholarship to a prestigious design school. I ended up going to community college. And let's just say, I carried that bitterness like a second major. Fast forward 6 years. I've built a decent career as a digital artist. Freelance, commissions, even animated a few indie music videos. One day I get an email from an educational publishing company. They're producing a new high school art textbook and want someone to illustrate the full thing, cover to cover. Lessons, step-by-steps, all of it. And the budget is very healthy. I say yes, obviously. The project takes months, but I pour everything into it. They're thrilled with the final product. I get full credit as the illustrator, and the book starts making its way into school districts. About a year later, I'm invited to give a guest workshop at a regional teacher conference. Live demo, Q&A, the whole thing. I walk into the auditorium, and who's standing at the front checking name tags? Mr. Calhoun. He does a double take when he sees me, but clearly doesn't recognize me. Not surprising. I was just the quiet girl who probably traced stuff, right? He says, "Oh, you're the assistant for the guest speaker?" I smile. Actually, I am the speaker. His face drops. The host introduces me to the room as the artist, behind the new National Art Curriculum textbook. There's polite applause, but Mr. Calhoun, he goes stiff. Suddenly, he's very interested in his clipboard. During my demo, I pull up a slide showing early sketch drafts. One of the sketches? An updated version of the exact piece he accused me of tracing in high school. Except now it's featured in a textbook he's required to teach from. When we opened the floor for questions, I looked right at him and said, "Funny how things come full circle, especially when students get the chance to become the experts." He wouldn't meet my eyes. After the session, a bunch of teachers came up asking for tips, advice, even autographs. Mr. Calhoun just slipped out the back. A few weeks later, I found out he'd been using my illustrations in his classroom without realizing who drew them. I guess he knows now. And me? I got invited to illustrate the next edition, and I'm writing a foreword for it. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is not getting even. It's being undeniable.